Yo, how's it going everybody? It's me, Arctic. Today's video we're going to be looking over Shenhe's actual elemental skills and constellations real quick for you guys. Now, I'm going to be reading for this for the first time and we're going to be basically reacting to it. But it is looking like Shenhe is actually going to be pretty interesting. If you're new to the channel, remember to subscribe. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. We're making some pretty good progress. We're definitely going to be covering Shenhe in quite detail, basically covering every little bit of information that we get on her, making build guides, weapon guides, etc. But anyway, let's get back to the video. So what it says right here is that the elemental skill is a Xiangling summoning spell basically, and it deals cryo damage in different manners based on whether the skill button is tapped or held down. So apparently the tap skill is dashes alongside a sealed spirit dealing cryo damage along its path. So basically a Xiao Yi, but it seems like there's going to be like some more speculation and more details with that. He basically orders a sealed spirit to deal AoE cryo damage. So maybe this is like it summons like an actual like a sub DPS type of ability that can work off field. Glacial Wings. So now this seems like it's gonna be like some sort of passive, or maybe it's like the burst, something like that. Oh wait, no, this might actually be like with the elemental skill is what it seems right here. But it says when normal attacks, charge attacks, plunge attacks, elemental skills, or bursts deal cryo damage to enemies, damage is increased based on a Shenhe's attack at the time. So it seems like attack is going to be good on her as like a support potentially. Effects of Glacial Wings will persist for a certain duration or for a certain number of activations, compared to the tap activation. Hold activation will have the okay, yeah, and it says the above is completely incomplete. So this definitely seems like part of the elemental skill. And actually it seems like a pretty strong skill because it's like a buffing kind of skill. Definitely in line with what we saw from the previous leaks. Definitely like a dash kind of tappy, but then it also has this holdy that's probably going to do a lot of damage or actually activate this Glacial Wings and give you this buff ability. So she's definitely got some adaptability. Okay, now for the elemental burst. Releases the power of the sealed spirit, allowing it to roam free in the mortal plane and dealing AoE cryo damage. So it definitely seems like a sub DPS type of ability right here. The sealed spirit will leave behind a field, decreasing the cryo res and physical res of enemies in the field and deal continuous cryo damage. So definitely dealing cryo damage pretty much with her whole kit. Okay, and now for constellations. The Xiangling summoning spell, her E, which is mentioned above, can be used an additional time. So basically that gives her another charge of that. So you're pretty much getting up to like 2 charges of it. So probably what the meta is going to be is doing like a tap and then a hold E, I would think. Or maybe a hold E and then a tap E, and then going into a DPS combo. But honestly, C1 doesn't seem like it's that crazy of like a damage boost. Maybe like if you wanted to use her like a C0 Xiao, you could use like 2 tappies if you have C1. When characters under the Glacial Wings effect applied by Shenhe trigger the damage boost granted by Glacial Wings, Shenhe receives 1 stack of Order of Frost. I don't know if these are like a passives or a part of the actual like constellation, but when Shenhe unleashes the Xiangling summoning spell, all stacks of the Order of Frost are consumed. For each stack consumed, the damage dealt by Xiangling summoning spell is increased by 5%. This effect can stack up to 50 times and last for 60 seconds. Now, I don't know if this is actually a passive or if it's actually part of this, but it might actually be like a passive potentially. And so, in a way, she kind of would be like a cryo radiant, at least at C4 is what I'm kind of getting from this. C6. When characters trigger the effects of Glacial Wings via normal and charge attacks, the number of active Glacial Wings will not be reduced. So apparently it's like basically keeping like a constant uptime with the actual buffing ability. We actually have one of the passives right here, and so after Shenhe releases the E spell, basically nearby party members gain the following effects. If you do the press, elemental skill and elemental burst damage is going to be increased by 15% for 10 seconds. Now that's actually really good because Raiden's elemental skill basically does something kind of similar to this, but it has like more uptime, but it's just for burst damage. This is going to give you like elemental skill damage as well, so that's kind of interesting. So kind of like a mixture between Xiao and Raiden in a way. And also the hold, normal attacks, charge attacks, and plunging attack damage is going to be increased by 15% for 15 seconds. So yeah, Shenhe is definitely a supporting type of character. So that's pretty good to know. Anyway, if you guys liked the video, remember to subscribe. But anyway, it's been me, Arctic. I will see you guys in the next one. Farewell.